Began, it just seemed like heaven, so I did it. And do you remember? Back and forth, and we did again after all day long. Do you remember us holding hands in each other's eyes? Stand, tell me, do you remember the time when we fell in love? Do you remember the time when we first met, girl?
In today's video, I'm going to be finishing off the magazine pages for you guys. So without further more to say, like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on your bell post notifications so that you'll be notified every time I drop a video. Happy Vlogmas Day 2, although it's probably the 4th. Hi guys, as you could tell by the cover, we are doing a special salute to Aaliyah and the 8 friends who died with her in a tragic plane crash last summer. I thought my readers would like to have some sort of pictorial tribute to Aaliyah that they could hold on to. So we complied at-home pictures, professional pictures, experts from her interviews with us, testimonials, and whatever else I could think of to throw in to embrace her short life and please you, our loyal readers. I also wanted to pay homage to the 8 people who died with her. Their lives were very important to us, even though we never knew them like we knew Aaliyah. I ran into the famous artist Alvaro, who had drawn a beautiful picture of Aaliyah for the cover of Vibe a few months ago. It was an emotional moment for me when he told me that to create that beautiful cover artwork, he used the pictures from a spread Sister did on Aaliyah years ago. Later that evening, I participated in a hip-hop memorial for Aaliyah and the 8 others lost in the plane crash. The memorial was held at Abyssinian Baptist Church, presided over by minister to the hip-hop community and WBL5 New York radio personality Conrad Muhammad. Conrad also upped the group called A Movement for Change. It's designed to organize the hip-hop generation and to highlight the issues that most affect us. Conrad feels that there are too many children in our culture who are not spiritually grounded and cannot bring things like the sudden death of our young celebrities to closure. Reverend Calvin O. Butts, who pastors the historic church founded by Adam Clayton Powell, Sr., was gracious enough to host the memorial. Artista recording artist Toya sang a beautiful rendition of His Eye is on the Sparrow that made folks cry. I was once deeply moved by a person who told me that some souls, after entering earth as human beings, choose only to stay a short time. They leave us while still young, like Aaliyah. They just pick up their wings and fly. Okay, Aaliyah, when did all this start? In 1992, when you started working with R. Kelly. I started recording in 1993. I think Barry Hankerson, Aaliyah's uncle, who formerly managed Gladys Knight, former co-manager of Aaliyah and manager of R. Kelly, told me he was looking for a female singer and you were always around the house singing, so he took you to R. Kelly. That's how he introduced us, and he thought it would be cool for R. Kelly to produce my first album. I had a lot of faith in the album when we were finally finished with all the songs. I said, this should be pretty good. I was nervous about it, you know. With it being my first album, I was glad to see that it was very successful. Who are you working with now? I'm working with Jermaine Dupri on this album. I first did a track with Dave Hall. I'm also working with Puffy, DJ Cool, J Dibs, and Darren Whittington, to name a few. I want to be in this business for a while. On each album, I want to take my image to another level. My first album was strictly street, you know, young. I want this album to be street, but a little more sophisticated because I'm older now. As the years go on, I want to be a little more sophisticated and along with my age group. If I'm 25, I'm pretty sure the bandanas and things won't be as prevalent as far as my age is concerned. I want to change little by little with the time so that my fans won't be shocked as far as coming out with a dress or something, you know? Don't expect me to come out in a dress or anything though, because I'm not. I wear skirts when I go to church, but I wear suits too. I love pantsuits. I wear those most of the time. I go to church whenever I'm home. I'm Catholic, so I go to my school church in St. Anthony's. How do you feel about children being sexual performers? Do you think it's wrong or good? Well, I feel that as far as my age group is concerned, that is definitely what we go through. This is the age where we start learning about romance. So when I sing a song, I'm talking about what I go through. And that's just what all kids go through. As far as being on stage singing about that, it's just what I would talk to my girls about. If I'm gonna go hang out with my girls, I'm gonna say, hey, he was cute. They might say he was fine or whatever. So it's just what kids go through. I don't really see anything wrong with singing a song about love. Society portrays a lot on TV. As soon as you turn on the TV, that's what you're going to see. Kids need to talk to their parents and learn about so they'll have knowledge about what to do if they decide to do that. To me, being abstinent is what you need to do. But if you're going to have sex, be safe about it. I don't doubt anybody who sings about if that's what they choose to sing about because kids are going to see it no matter what. So I don't see anything wrong with it. What do you think about teenage pregnancy? Well, you threw that in there. To me, abstinence is best because you don't have to worry about diseases or pregnancy. If you are a teenage mother, I think that being with your family and sticking with them is best. They can help you and your child, but you can also learn from them and have someone around to help you support the child. Well, a lot of girls feel like they don't have anybody. They want somebody to love them, and they have low self-esteem. Tell me about how mommy and daddy raised you. Did you get a lot of whippings? Well, my parents, thank the Lord, did not believe in spankings. They didn't whip me. I would get popped, you know. Aaliyah, go to your room. That was if I did something wrong. We talked a lot. We would sit down and have family meetings. If my brother and I had questions, we would ask them. I think it's important to feel free to ask your parents anything because they're a parent, but they can also be your friend. So how did you feel when this stuff with you and R. Kelly started? Boy, well, it's been a rough year. It has been tough, but my family and I weathered the storm and we've gotten through it. I can say the support of my fans also helped me get through this. How did your fans support you? I did a lot of touring and I had a lot of people come up to me and they didn't care about it. They said they loved my music and they don't care what people say about me. A lot of people say, go girl. I haven't gotten a lot of negativity, which I'm very, very glad about. So is Barry Hankerson managing Aaliyah? Barry is a part of the record label, which is Blackground. He's the president. So when you hear Blackground's music, that's a subsidiary venture with Jive Records. Jive is our label and Background is the production part of it. I'm Aaliyah's manager now. I'm her personal manager. It was the decision made and accepted in good faith due to the fact that I'm sure I can do a better job at managing my own child than anybody else. Everything has been going beautifully since that time. What about you, Rashad? How are you feeling about your sister? I'm very proud of her. I love my sister dearly and we're very close. I just try to be with her and by her side in whatever she does. I just want to be there. I know she's going to do great, so I just want to be with her. Do guys ever ask you about her? Man, can you give me her phone number? So you hit him up in the head or do you hit him in the mouth? Well, like all brothers, I am protective. But I understand that being in this business, she's seen by a lot of people. She's a pretty girl. Anyway, she's going to be admired even more because of the business she's in. So I understand that, and I let it roll off my back. I'm not going to let anybody hurt her. It is now 1996, and Aaliyah has dropped her new album, 1 in a Million, which I'm told is selling 70,000 copies a week. In case you don't know, that's pretty fantastic. I have to interview her again, and I'm looking forward to seeing her daddy, Michael, whom I fell in love with when I was at their home in 1995. But he is not coming because he was taking his son, Rashad, to college. Things are good for Aaliyah. She's more beautiful than ever. Her cousin Jomo, who is Barry Hankerson's son, joined us for lunch. How much did you get to write on this album? Did you get a chance to write at all? No, I didn't write. I did some arranging. I arranged the Marvin Gaye remake. My brother and I did a song that we couldn't get done on time for the album. So we're going to put it on the B-side of one of the singles. You all wrote the song? He wrote the song and I did the melody and I arranged it. What does that mean when you arrange? Harmonies, different notes, structure. Did you do all the harmonies on the album? All the backgrounds, yes. On the duet with Tretch, Renee from Zane is on one part with me in the background. She wrote my part on that song. And Missy does some backgrounds with me. Who's Missy? Missy works with T-Point. And she's on which song? A Girl Like You. That's on the first side. You were with my baby Tretch? Yes, Tretch is the best. Who's the coolest to work with? Because you've worked with Jermaine Dupri too. Well, I'm not going to pick who's best because I loved working with all of them. It was wonderful. I did make a lot of new friends. I knew Jermaine Dupri before I went into the studio with him, so he was really cool. I got real cool with Vincent Herbert. He's a sweetheart. You cannot get mad at Vincent, and if you do, you won't stay mad at him. He came to Detroit. What's it like when you're on the road? Most of the time when I travel, I really don't go too many places because either I'm working or I'm interviewing. And when I go back to the hotel, I go to sleep. Recently, I did a show in Chicago and there was an after party in the hotel. And my mom was like, you go ahead and go. Me and Rashad, Tim, Missy, my dancer and friend Demetrius, and Tim's brother G, and Marcus all went. So my parents let me go out and have fun as long as my security's with me and I'm with a group. Can you drive? Jamie. I'll be 18 in January. I promised myself by that time I will get my license. I don't have it yet because I haven't really had the time to go get it. I'm not even gonna say that I can drive really well yet. I can do a little something. I used to think when I was younger that by the time I was 16, I was gonna have my car, my license, and everything. But when I hit 16, I was like, no, because I'm working a lot and I want to be ready because a lot of kids get into accidents because they're not ready. Do you intend to go to college? I'm going to college too. I haven't decided where yet. I still have my 4.0 average, but it's hard. I have a tutor, it's stressful, but it's important to me. That's why I want to go to college. I've always been on top of everything, so I think I cause my own stress by being that way. I've always been very detailed, so fortunately I have a very supportive family. They tell me not to worry about things. The biggest pressure that I have is that I want to put my all into my career and I want to put my all into school. Everything else is cool. Boys don't sweat you? Boys? Jomo, do you think boys sweat me? I think so. I think so too. I have some people that, you know, come up to me or whatever. It's cool. I don't have a boyfriend or anything. So dad being on the road with you is no different than anything else. It's nice. He knows me better than anyone. Yeah, he's good to have as my manager because he's my dad. So he knows I'm not a morning person. So if he can, he'll be like, can we get stuff set up in the afternoon? Because Aaliyah does not like to get up in the morning. You know he works me, but he's also lenient because I'm his baby girl. So it's good. Do you think that you and Brandy will ever work on a project together? That'll be really interesting. I think it would be cute. That would be really, really interesting. Okay. So we got the first album and it was 24/7. No boyfriends? Do you sneak out at night? No, I do not. What would you be if you weren't singing? Would you manage Jomo? Cause you know he needs a manager. Manage Jomo? I would stay in entertainment on some level. If not acting, directing, maybe writing some. Still have something to do with entertainment because I love it. You're 17 now. You'll be 18 in January. When will you wear a dress? You are so funny, Jamie. See, now you know me very well. When will I wear a dress? I don't know. I'm gonna surprise you one day. What do your legs look like? I have nice legs. Don't you think, Jomo? You have very nice legs. It's a family trait. I just got some Nike tennis dresses. Very cute. I wore one in Atlanta when I went to a club there. I did radio, so a couple of people saw me with my little Nike dress and my little hiking shorts. You know I still had on some shorts, but as far as wearing a skirt or anything, I don't think I'm going to do that anytime soon. Honestly, that's not me. Is it because you don't like pantyhose? Pantyhose can be a strain. Pantyhose are the absolute worst. I'm sorry, I can't stand them. Do you ever wear heels? Yeah, I've worn heels actually, like heels. Do you go to school? I go into school and I go into the office in my own room and work with my tutor. But during the breaks, I can go into the cafeteria and chill with my friends. I'll see them, so I have some normalcy in my life. So do you read your fan mail? Uh-huh. I got a lot of it kind of late. The box didn't get sent to me and some letters were like from 94 or 95, but I read as many of the letters as I could. What do you attribute your courage to? Well, I'm young. There are too many things that I want to do in my life. Don't mind if this page is random. There are pages missing, clearly, but this is just another page. We're just going to read it anyway. So if it's off, that's why. It's a totally different page. About what? I had to get somebody out of class. My friend Amber, I had to get her out of class because she had my friend Michi's permission slip to go on a trip. Michi was like, go get my permission slip from Amber. So I said, okay, I'll go get it. So I said to the teacher, excuse me, and she was talking to another teacher. So I said, Demetrius is trying to go on a trip and he won't be able to if I don't get the permission slip from Amber. Can she be excused for 1 second to get his permission slip? And she just went off on me. So I got into a big disrespectful thing. We got it resolved, you know. My parents came up there and handled it. So what did Diane say? That's what I want to know. You know, I told her that I was upset with the teacher. I came right with the teacher. She wasn't to her class or anything. So, you know, I said, excuse me. She was like, well, you know, since you respected her, she should have given you respect back. So we were all right. We handled it. Well, do your parents always believe you're right? No. I mean, I'm not perfect and I'm not always right. There's times when I've been wrong, but when I'm right, they stand by me. When was this time that you were wrong? I'm trying to think. I'm sure there are plenty. Okay, when I was in the 9th grade, this boy was talking about me and I pushed him and I got a big jug. I was wrong. What's a jug? A jug is a detention. It stands for justice under God. That was the only fight you ever got into? Yeah, that wasn't even really a fight because I pushed him and the teacher caught me pushing him. I never got in a fight though. Why is it that you always have this hard image with the sunglasses and stuff and then you're just friendly? Well, I know you, so I'm making you laugh. Every reporter has said that you're not like your image at all. Well, I think that image is a part of me. You know me, I wear the sunglasses, I wear the baggy pants, the hats, the whole nine. And you know, I may add a little for the excitement and the intrigue videos. But my family has told me that little air of mystery that surrounds me is for real. There are times when I won't tell you what I'm thinking and you're like, what's going on with you? Am I not right? Yeah, that's really me. I'm a reserved person. I'm kind of shy. So you haven't been telling me what you're really thinking the whole time I've been sitting up here talking to you. You know what I'm talking about. I'm saying there are moments when I get into my quiet bag. You know what I'm saying? You are the worst, Jamie. Do you like this world? Of course I like this world, but a kid has to grow up quickly in this society. You gotta grow up and you gotta be smart. And there are a lot of things that I like to change to make the world a better place, like with teenage pregnancy and adolescent sex. A lot of times I think it's thrown on the kids, and to me, it shouldn't be that way. Do you think we should have sex education? Yeah, I do. I think it's something that we should be able to talk openly about. I talk to my parents about everything, and I'm blessed to have a situation like that. So I'm aware of what's going on. It's just safer today. You have to be aware at a young age. Is there anything that you would change in your life? No, nothing major. What's gone on in my life, the people I've had around me, I'm pretty happy. I may go back and change how I took a test or something in school, but nothing major. Woo! Now that was a very long video for me. It might not have been for you, but I'm the one who has to edit this. Anyways, that was it for all of the magazine pages that I had to share with you guys. I hope you enjoyed. I really enjoyed. I heard some things in here that I'm gonna make separate videos about because I find them interesting. You know me. So definitely turn on your bell post notifications so that you'll be notified when I do drop those videos. What was the most shocking thing you heard within this whole video? And let me know some of the shocking things you heard in my last recent video. Definitely let me know down below. Without further more to say, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Happy Vlogmas Day 2. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Stay crazy.
Do you remember that one night when we fell in love? What we had felt so right, 'cause we had trust. Now it's drowning in our lives. I know we're broken up, you know the feelings deep inside. So why